Sadako's secret. It was the beginning of autumn when Sadako rushed home with the good news. She kicked off her shoes and tore open the door with a bag and home. She called. Her mom was fishing supper in the kitchen. The most wonderful thing has happened, Sadako said breathlessly. Guess what? Many wonderful things happened to you, Sadako-chan. I can't even guess. The big race of field day, Sadako said. I've been chosen from the bamboo class to be of the relay team. She danced around the room gaily, swinging her school bag. Just think, if if we win, you'll be sure to get on the team in junior high school next year. That was what Sadako wanted more than anything else. At Super, Mr. Sasaki made a long speech about family, honor, and pride. Even Masahiro was impressed. Sadako was too excited to eat. She just sat there, grinning happily. From then on, Sadako thought of only of thick, think the relay race. She practiced every day at school and often ran all the way home. When Masahiro timed her with Mr. Sasaki Big Watch, Sadako speed surprised everyone. Maybe she dreamed I will be best runner in the whole school. At last the big day arrived. A crowd of parents, relatives, and friends gathered at the school to watch the sports events. Sadako was so nervous. She was afraid her legs would work at all. Members of the other teams suddenly looked tired and stronger thanks her teammates. When Sadako told her mom how she felt, Mr. Sasaki said, Sadako-chan, it's natural to be a little bit afraid, but don't worry. When you get out there, you will run as fast as you can. Then it was time for the relay race. Just do your best, Mr. Sasaki said, giving Sadako's hand. And so yes, we'll be proud of you. The kind words from her parents made the knot in Sadako's stomach loosen. They love me, no matter what, she thought. At signal to start, Sadako forgot everything but the race. When it was done, she ran with the straight she had Sadako's. Her was still too painful against her reach when the race was over. It was that she feels stronger and dizzy. She scarcely hit. Someone cried, "Your team won!" The bamboo class surrounded Sadako chair and shouting. She looks here, hit a few times and the dizzying event away. I think all winter, Sadako tried to improve her running speed to quality. For a racing team in junior high, she would have to practice every day something. After a long run to the science returned, Sadako decided not to tell her family about it. She tried to convince herself that it meant nothing, that the dizzying words go away, but it didn't, and got worse. Think Sadako carried the secret inside of her. She didn't even tell Chizuko, her best friend. On New Year Eve, Sadako hoped she could magical wish away the dizzying spell. How perfect everything would be. She didn't have secret. Admitting she was in her cozy bed quiet when the temple bells began to chime. They were regains out all the evil of the old year. She thought the new one would have a fine beginning. With each ring, Sadako was made her special wish. The next morning, the Sasaki family joined crowds of people as they visited singers. Mr. Sasaki looked beautiful in her best floral silky mono. As soon as we can afford it, I'll buy a kimono for you. She promised Sadako a girl your age should have one. Sadako thanked her mother politely, but she didn't care about kimono. She only cared about racing with the team in junior high. At Miss Throng tongues of happy people, Sadako for her secret for why she let a brief joy of season was her worry away at the end the day she raced Masahiro home and won easily above the door where the good luck symbols Mr. Sasaki had put there to protect them during the new year. With a beginning like this, how could anything be happy? Sadako's secret. It was the beginning of autumn when Sadako rushed home with the good news. She kicked off her shoes and opened the door with a bang. I'm home, she called. Her mom was fixing supper in the kitchen. The most wonderful thing has happened, Sadako said portly. Guess what? Many wonderful things happened to you. Sadako I can't even guess. The big race on field day. Sadako said, I've been choice from the bamboo class to be on the relay team. She dances around the room gaily, singing, swinging her school bag. Just think, if we win, I'll be sure to get off the team in junior high school next year. That was what Sadako wanted more than anything else. At Super Mr. Sasaki made a long speech about family honor and pride. Even Masahiro was impressed. Sadako was too excited to eat. She just heard grinning happily from the own Sadako talk of only on things. The relay race she practiced every day at school and often ran all the way home when Masahiro timed her with Mr. Sasaki big watch. Sadako speed surprised everyone. Maybe she dreamed I will the best runner in the whole school. At last, a big day arrived. A crowd of parents, relatives, and friends gathered at the school to watch Sports 7. Sadako was nervous. She was afraid legs was awkward it wall. Members of the other team sounded like locked, tired of their stronger than teammates. When Sasako told her mother how she felt, Mr. Sasaki said, Sadako-chan, it's unnatural to be a little bit afraid, but don't worry. When you get off there, you will run as fast as you can. Then it was time for race. Relay race. Use the can best, Mr. Sasaki said, giving Sadako hand a squeeze. We'll be proud of you. The kind words from parents made the knock its Sasako's stomach loosen. They love me, no matter what, she talks. At the signal to start, Sadako forgot everything but the race. When it was her run, she ran with all story Sasako and Sadako's. Her was still totally painful against her ribs when the race was over. It was then the first strangers of Daisy. She scared her. Someone cried, "Your team won!" The bamboo class surrounded Sadako, cheered and shouting. She shook her a few times and the distance went away. All winter, Sadako tried to prove her running speed to qualify for racing team in junior high. She would have to race every day. Something after a long run, distance returned, Sadako decided no to tell family about. She tried to convince herself that it meant nothing, that the Disney world to away, but it didn't. It it got worse. Finally, Sadako cried the secret inside of her. She didn't even Chizuko, her best friend. On New Year Eve, Sadako hoped she could magical wish away the disease spell. Is how to perfect everything would be if she didn't have the secret. At the meeting was her cozy bed. Quiet when the temple bells began to chime. There were ringing of the all evils of the old year, so that the new on would have a beginning with Edge. Rin Sadako also made her special wish. The next morning, the Sasaki family joined crowds of people after visited her. Sharon Mr. Sasaki looked beautiful in her best florid silk kimono. As soon as we can afford it, a kimono for you. A buy in kimono for you. She promised Sadako, I'll give you she'll have one. Sadako thanked her mother proudly but didn't care about the kimono. She only cared racing with the team in junior high. Amidst talks of happy people, Sadako forgot her secret for a while. She like a bright joy of the season washed worries away. At the end of the day, she raced Masahiro home and won easily about the door where she looked symbol. Mr. Sasaki had protect them during the new year. We began like this. How could anything be happy?